Hi, it's Julie from eatlifebalance.com, and I'm coming to you today because I've had a lot of emails from the followers in the community of Eat Life Balance. Many of you are living, in the US and all sorts of parts of Canada and overseas, and you haven't been able to participate in my upcoming workshops. I have a Slim, Sassy, Healthy, and Happy workshop coming up this week, actually, and I have a medicine cabinet makeover happening the week following. And, I wanted to create a webinar for all of you that weren't able to make it to those workshops. So today I'm going to do a Essential Oils 101 webinar for you so that you can also benefit from or learn about the benefits of doTERRA essential oils and essential oils in general and supplements and all of those things. So I'm going to take you through that workshop and teach you a little bit about the basics of oils and the science behind it and all of that. So what I'm hoping for anyone that watches it is to educate you. It is 100% my mission in life to educate anybody on how they can live the most healthy and vibrant and happy life they positively can. And so I have experienced immense benefits of utilizing essential oils over the years. It's been part of my healthcare ritual for a number of years. But when I had the opportunity to try doTERRA essential oils, I saw immediately the difference in the oil. So really, I just want to educate you today. But if you go through the webinar and you're like, wow, that Onguard essential oil has got so many uses and I can utilize that in my home, and you want to buy that oil, I certainly encourage you to do so. If you as well have a desire to educate your friends, your family, or your community on the benefits of doTERRA essential oils and supplements, I want you to connect with me, and I can help you to build a platform where you can also educate like I'm doing today. So take the next, I think the webinar is about 50 minutes. Take that opportunity to educate yourself and to learn a little bit more about the power of essential oils, and see how you can make dramatic increases into your healthcare and your life, and so on and so forth. So enjoy. So before we head into the full presentation, I really want to talk about the importance of owning your own health and being your own health guru. I'm certainly not a doctor, but I've spent hundreds of hours researching my own health. And so I feel so empowered now that I know how to deal with a common cold that may come on, or digestive issues, or anything like that. I know, because of my research, the things that I need to do to improve that. I'm not trying to diagnose anyone, treat, or cure any ailments as we move through this presentation, but it's really important for you to invest in your own research and to educate yourself. Modern medicine and doctors, of course, are an important part of my own healthcare, and they should be for you. It's beneficial to our long-term health. So that, this sort of presentation and utilizing essential oils and supplements should be a complement to your modern healthcare system. So let's talk for a few minutes a little bit about me. I am Julie Piekarski, the founder of eatlifebalance.com. Eat Life Balance started a few years ago, and it's really become a resource for a lot of people. But we provide nutritional and lifestyle solutions to really everyday people. But you'll see some clean living recipes, giveaways, nutritional advice, lifestyle solutions. So just go to eatlifebalance.com. You're going to find a lot of information, and some of it you'll definitely be able to take with you and incorporate into your day-to-day life. I'm also a nutritionist in training. I've been studying with the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition for about a year now, and I'm expected to be certified in about another year. And I'm a doTERRA wellness consultant and educator, and which is obviously the main reason some of you are here, which is to learn about how essential oils can become a complement to your healthcare practice. But I decided to go down that path and explore this path of educating really my community on the benefits. As you know, it's really going to be already a part of my nutritional company anyway, so it just seemed like perfect timing. And I'm also a corporate professional. I work in the human resources field and have been for a number of years. And so that sort of encompasses my Monday to Friday day. So, and on the bottom you'll see a picture of my husband James. Been married for 2 years, but together for 9. And he is definitely my sidekick and my biggest supporter. And certainly incorporates some of his wisdom even on eatlifebalance.com. And on the left-hand side, you'll find my website, Twitter, and Facebook accounts, and my email, as I will urge everybody to contact me at any point if they've got any questions about this presentation or my website or anything like that. I got to where I am today. 2009, 2010 were very impactful years in my life. In 2009, I was laid off during sort of the beginning of the Canadian recession, and I was lucky enough to get a job within a matter of months, but it was definitely a big shock to the system. And in 2010, I did find a position, and was lucky enough to get on with a contract during the Vancouver Olympics, and that was just an amazing time in itself. But when the contract was done, I walked straight into really the Canadian recession and spent about 10 months looking for work. And already at that time, my health was in distress, and that was likely as a result of my stressful jobs over the years, and specifically I dealt with high anxiety, digestive issues, sleep issues, energy was definitely lacking. And so what I did during that 10-month period was invest in my health. So I started to study the best natural solutions to improve all of those issues. And I certainly started with my diet, which, I went really completely plant-based, or as a lot of people would know it as vegan. And I'm no longer vegan at this point. I do still eat some fish and eggs up until recently, but that really impacted my health and helped me make some significant changes in all those aspects. And then secondary was just really my self-care practices. I started, of course, doing more yoga, but essential oils started to be incorporated into my nightly regime, whether that was a bath time with lavender, or waking up and using the essence of peppermint to really jumpstart my day. And the thing about it is that I also had a couple of significant health issues since that time. I have been alerted to the fact that I had, I should say, some precancerous cells in my uterus, and those have been removed. But that definitely was a knock on the door to certainly wake up and continue to look at my health and continue to look at my self-care practices and making sure that I take care of me first. And doTERRA got sort of introduced to me a couple months back, and I immediately noticed the difference in the quality of the oil right away. And making my own toothpaste with doTERRA peppermint was an enormous game changer for me. I've always been a lover of lavender scent, and it's just so amazing to notice the difference in the quality of the oils in comparison to other companies out there. So So my takeaway for you today, before we lead into this presentation, is that it is so important to take care of you on the inside first. As much as there's so many exterior issues or external issues that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, if you take care of you through a plant-forward diet as much as you possibly can, and incorporating some self-care practices to deal with stress and anxiety and things like that, you're just really going to be on the best path that you possibly can towards your health. So again, being your own health guru is going to be number one. So let's get started on the presentation now, because we have a lot to get through, and I'm just so excited to talk to you about some of the basics of oils that you can do to incorporate into your home and your family's home. So let's talk about the state of modern medicine today. Did you know that $4.6 trillion is spent a year on global health care? That's according to the World Health Organization. $4.6 trillion is probably too big of a number to really fully understand. But when I dug into some research, $4.6 trillion, if we had that in the U.S., these are in comparison to the U.S., that would allow 85% of the children in the U.S. to go to one private school per year and have their tuition paid for. So that's a heck of a lot of money. The state of modern medicine is obviously directed towards prescription medicine and using over-the-counter medicine and prescription medicine to treat. So it's not necessarily treating the problem, it's treating more of the symptoms. And so a lot of them are synthetically produced and made from isolated synthetic agents. And there's, of course, some side effects and some unknown side effects. If you watch some of those infomercials during the day about certain prescription medicines, and it's got a list of about 12 known side effects, that's definitely alarming. But I think we get so accustomed to seeing it now. And the unknown side effects, I mean, they certainly don't talk about the toxicity of prescription medicine that comes along with taking them. So, today's modern medicine is really just designed to manage symptoms versus trying to actually treat the disease in the first place, the real root of the problem in the first place. You may or may not be startled to learn that drug overdose deaths in the U.S. have more than tripled since the 1990s, and that preschool-age children are the fastest growing age group being prescribed antidepressants. And the U.S. produces and uses 85% of the world's production of Ritalin, and 80% of the prescription in the United States are actually for children, which is extremely startling for me when I saw that statistic, and there's something definitely wrong. So prescriptions are the number one cause of death. For every one death, there are 10 treatment admissions for abuse of prescription medicine, 32 emergency department visits for misuse or abuse of prescription medicine, and 130 people who abuse or are dependent on prescription medicine. So I keep coming up with all of these statistics, so that will certainly give you a well-rounded perspective on the state of modern medicine. So as we go through this presentation, I want you to keep in mind what your top 3 health concerns may be. So whether that may be you are, struggling with trying to lose those last few pounds, perhaps your energy levels are really not, at its optimum level, and you're feeling tired and lethargic most days. Perhaps you're not sleeping well, or maybe you have a child that is dealing with chronic ear infections and you want to find some natural solutions to deal with that. Keep those in the forefront of your mind. I mean, what you may find in this presentation is just some insightful information for you to take home with. But you may find some products along the line that you want to incorporate into your healthcare regime, and that you may want to contact me to purchase. But at the start and the end of this whole presentation, my aim is really just to educate you, to open your mind to new possible solutions to your healthcare practices, because my real desire in life is to make people feel better. And so if I can help you to feel better, then I'm as happy as can be. So keep those concerns in the forefront of your mind, and certainly if I don't address them here in this presentation, I want you to email me at eatlifebalance@gmail.com and ask me, and I will be happy to provide you support or do a wellness consultation to support your health. So, what are your options if you want to utilize more natural or holistic methods of, incorporating into your healthcare program, but also to treat illnesses and ailments and flus and bugs and that sort of thing? Well, that's nature's medicine, and essential oils are actually from the plant and are considered nature's medicine. So it's much safer to use. There's no toxicity, no side effects. From this picture, you'll see is a peppermint plant, and the more right picture, you'll see some beadlets, and that's actually the essence of the plant, or what we would call the essential oil. It's actually not oil itself. It really is just the essence of that plant, to which we extract and utilize as part of our selection of oils. The other benefit to essential oils is their effectiveness. You'll see in this diagram an actual cell with the bacteria, which always will be on the exterior of a cell, and the difference, of course, is the virus, which of course is something that's sort of infiltrated into the cell. But doTERRA essential oils are so powerful and so effective, they can move through the membrane of the cell and treat viruses as well as bacteria. And actually there are some significant studies shown on the power of cinnamon and oregano oil and the fact that it can actually destroy a virus. So that will show you really just how impactful they are. And to break it down even further, is 1 drop of peppermint oil is equal to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So when you get your hands on your doTERRA peppermint oil, just put 1 drop into your glass and just taste the immense flavor and impact that you'll receive from just 1 drop of peppermint oil. And the other benefit to essential oils is that they are inexpensive. Really, for, I believe, 1 drop of essential oil, you're looking at just a few cents, and really, in a lot of cases, you're really only needing 1 drop. So, from a financial perspective, it really can provide enormous value, of course, just in the sense that it is going to treat your health, but at the same time, it's financially, a better solution than having to run to a doctor and paying medical costs, as well as any prescriptions that you would have had to take on as a result of treatment. So one of the biggest questions that I get, or comments I get, is, is there really a difference between the various types of oils that you see out there? And I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, there definitely is. And, I've been using oils for, a number of years, probably at least the past 5-6 years. And I was never really loyal to one brand. And I think it's probably because they didn't impact me as much as the doTERRA brand have been in terms of my healthcare. But, I probably, before I walked or started using doTERRA, had about 3 different types of essential oil brands. So I certainly wasn't loyal, but I can tell you that there are some significant differences in the types of oils that you will see out there, which I'm going to show you right now, the 4 different types that you'll see. So the big question that I do get, of course, is the types of essentials out there. So what makes doTERRA different than all the rest? So there are 4 main types of essential oils out there. The first and the biggest being synthetic. So that's typically what you would see in your perfume bottle and industrial products like your detergents, your dish soap, and in a lot of cases, sometimes your facial moisturizer, your body moisturizer. So certainly not the highest quality products, but definitely the majority of the market. Secondly, we have our food grade. So these are oils, I guess, not necessarily oils, but essences that are safe to ingest. So I always think of like vanilla extract, almond extract, safe to ingest, I guess, but really no medicinal properties to it. The third way is therapeutic. So therapeutic grade essential oils are great, but you know, they don't necessarily have the full scope of, you know, of usage, which is, you know, aromatically and topically and internally too as well. And you would typically find this essential oil at your local Whole Foods or, you know, your health food store. And the last, which is the certified pure therapeutic grade essential oil, which of course doTERRA brand is. And doTERRA goes through, you know, they source all of their essential oils from all over the world. So they are indigenous to the area, and their extraction process, of course, is very thoughtful, and they use a third party to actually test the purity of the oils. So if there are any pesticides or impurities into that oil, they will not use it. So you'll always know when you're buying a bottle of doTERRA brand essential oils that it is going to be the best, the purest, the safest oil that you can get. So what sets doTERRA apart from other essential oil companies, or a lot of essential oil companies, is that there are 3 ways you can utilize the essential oils to benefit from them. The first way is aromatically, which you'll see throughout all of the slides moving forward. You know, each oil will have some symbols. A stands for aromatic. An aromatic usage would be through a diffuser such as the one you see on the page. What makes it unique is that when you use it in a room, it has the ability to kill the germs in the air. It can open your airway, so obviously if you're having sinus issues or you have respiratory issues, that is the best way to really treat those sorts of issues. It has an ability to affect your mood, and it's actually the most effective way to use essential oils, because when they're used through a diffuser, the particles become so minute that when you inhale them or breathe them in, they really have an ability to impact all of your senses quite quickly and effectively. So the second way that you can use essential oils is topically, and we use the mark of T to see that on all of our bottles of oil. So you can actually apply the essential oil directly onto the skin. So oils placed on the bottom of the feet, for example, could be absorbed into the bloodstream within 30 seconds. And I read just recently that in a matter of minutes, between 10 and 20 minutes, the essential oil has the ability to be absorbed at a cellular level, which is amazing. So of course it can absorb into the cell membrane. And then the third and last way that we can use essential oils is internally, which is actually the most unique way that you can utilize doTERRA. It's actually what sets it apart from other companies. Because it is so safe and so pure, you can actually take it under the tongue in water or in a gel capsule. So I love these oils because you're able to use them in all those 3 ways. So, and again, that's really what makes doTERRA unique and sets it apart from other essential oil companies out there. So before we get started into some of the essential oils, want to talk a little bit about essential oil safety. I want to assure you that doTERRA essential oils can be very safe and gentle. However, you do want to keep them, of course, out of your eyes, ears, and nose, since some of them are stronger than others. And if you are going to dilute, which you will need to with some of the oils, and particularly if you're using them on babies and children, you want to dilute with a carrier oil such as the doTERRA fractionated oil. If you don't, use the fractionated oil, coconut oil, and a neutral oil will be sufficient enough. A lot of, the primary, I guess, safety issues with skin sensitivity. I mean, everybody is biochemically unique. So, lavender may not affect me as much as it may affect you because of your chemistry. So it's always important, if you're not familiar with the oil, is just to do a little test on your skin beforehand. And on each label, there are instructions on them to guide you through it. doTERRA is all about education, so you're going to find so much information on how to use the oils itself and the benefits of each of them. You will see a few things on the label, which are the 3 labels that I talked about: A, T, and I. A for aromatically, T for topically, and I for internally, as we've already discussed. But when we're talking about skin sensitivity, the N, S, and D also indicate a few things. Neat means that it can be utilized without any dilution, so just straight from the bottle. S is for dilute for young or sensitive skin, and D is to dilute before using topically. So you should be diluting with a fractionated coconut oil, for example, here. So let's start with one of my favorite oils, lavender, which is known for its calming nature. It's actually the world's most popular oil, and you can diffuse it in a room or apply topically to calm anxiety and soothe emotions. As we all know, it's known for its calming nature. You can apply it topically to soothe irritated skin and lips. In fact, I add a couple of drops of it to my homemade vitamin C serum, and it's especially good during the summer when you're dealing with, of course, sun, and it can help with sun damage. You can massage on your back or bottom of your feet and apply a drop to a pillow at bedtime. But what I do is I take 2 drops of lavender, rub it in my hands to warm it up, inhale it, and then rub it on my temples and my neck as well as my pillow cushion. And that just lulls me to sleep right there. As well as if you're dealing with a bug bite or a bee sting, if you apply it directly to it, it will have a calming reaction. So lavender is one of the more gentler oils of the line of oils, so it can be used aromatically, topically, and internally, and you don't actually need to dilute it, which of course makes it so much easier just to take a drop and utilize it right away. And then we'll move on to my actual second favorite oil, which is peppermint, known for its cooling and invigorating qualities to it. You can actually use it with lemon in water for a healthy, refreshing mouth rinse. What I do actually in the morning, so completely opposite to, or sorry, actually really the same to lavender, but I do it in the morning, is I rub it in my hands and inhale it and place it on my temples and my neck to wake me up. It's got that ability to invigorate you and wake you up. So that's what I do every single morning. You can add to water in a spray bottle and mist body when you're overheated, but obviously it creates a great scent. Apply to neck and forehead with lavender to calm headaches, and I love to use this oil, of course, if I've got any tension. So, and it can be used aromatically, topically, and internally. And if you have sensitivities, you may want to dilute it as well. So next we have lemon, which is known for its refreshing taste and scent. It's one of the cleanest oils because of of course, it's a citrus. So you can add a drop to honey to soothe a dry or sore throat. You can diffuse in a room to neutralize odors and elevate mood. Lemon is very popular if you want to utilize in your own, cleaning, home eco-cleaning products because of its ability to detoxify, antibacterial qualities to it as well. And you can take internally with water as an antioxidant and detoxifier. But like I said, you can also use it as a cleaning product for those same qualities as well. So next up is oregano oil, which if you are already your own health guru, you'll certainly know that oregano oil is the best for immunity support. So if you are feeling a cold or a cough or a flu coming on, your best friend, I guess your next best friend would be oregano oil. If you take several drops in a empty capsule for periodic immune support, that certainly is going to help you through the fall winter months. You can dilute it and apply it to the bottom of the feet of your kids and adults as a natural defense mechanism, and use internally as part of a monthly cleansing regime for your gastrointestinal health. And I've seen some studies on oregano oil having the benefit of killing viruses and bacteria. So it's really, a natural supplement that you should be using instead of, toxic cold medication. And although antibiotics on a lot of occasions do need to be used, if you're using oregano oil regularly as your natural immunity support, you may find that you won't need any prescriptions and antibiotics to help you deal through a flu or cold. Next up is melaleuca, which many of you know as tea tree oil. And really, this is, if you're trying to build a first aid kit, melaleuca is your top oil to be incorporated into that kit, simply because it's really first aid for the skin. You can apply it to skin blemishes and rashes as part of a daily cleansing program. You can use in shampoo or conditioner for healthy hair and scalp, and you can apply to feet and toenails after showering, swimming, or working out, just because of its antifungal, antibacterial properties. So add this one to your first aid kit. It can be used aromatically, topically, internally, and is best served neat. But again, if you're dealing with young children, oftentimes you should be diluting them just in case for those little ones and their little sensitivities. And then we're going to move on to Digest Zen, which is actually one of doTERRA's blends of oils. All of the ones that you've seen thus far have been single essential oils, so they haven't been blended with any other oils. But Digest Zen is one of my favorite oils. It's a really, really quite unique oil. It's got fennel in it, so if you're really love the taste of fennel, you really are going to love this oil. But it's here for digestive support. So I rub it on my stomach to ease digestive discomfort after maybe a heavy meal, and if you've just sort of got motion sickness or nausea, just a couple drops on the stomach and it will certainly settle your symptoms. You could take internally at meal times to support digestive health and comfortable digestion. I actually recommend people, of course, not to drink water while they are eating, just because it dilutes your digestive juices. So if you have any digestive issues, especially after you've eaten, the first thing you need to start with is removing any beverages from your dinner table. But what I do recommend to some of my clients is adding a couple drops of Digest Zen to water about 30 minutes before you eat to stimulate your digestive juices. So you'll find that it definitely will help your digestion during a meal. So, and you may not find as much discomfort after you've eaten. You can also apply to the bottom of the feet of children, of course, to help with their digestive issues as well. And then the next one we have is Breathe, which is the respiratory support. And this one you're going to find to be so beneficial in the winter, or if you have somebody in your home who's dealing with allergies, of course a cold and a flu too as well. You can apply, it's also a blend, it can be applied topically to your chest and neck to help clear lungs and sinuses. You can diffuse and add to a humidifier at bedtime for a more restful sleep, especially if you're dealing with somebody who snores. This definitely will help. And you can apply to the chest or bottom of the feet for seasonal respiratory discomfort. And so this one is can be used aromatically and topically. You shouldn't be using it internally, and it certainly is a powerful oil, so you do want to dilute it for definitely kids and anyone that maybe have some sensitivities to this blend. It definitely would be a benefit to dilute it. And then the last on our list of oils right now is Onguard, which is one of my favorite oils, although I probably have indicated a few times that I've got a few favorites. But this oil has been an absolute game changer to my life, really, because it can be utilized in so many different ways, but it's just really such an amazing and useful oil in all aspects of your home. You can diffuse it in a room to eliminate airborne pathogens, especially if you're dealing with somebody who is sick and they're coughing all over the place. This definitely will be a supportive oil for you. It can be diluted in a spray bottle to clear doorknobs, telephones, and other community surfaces. One of my favorite things to do is to add Onguard to my toothpaste, and I use it as a mouthwash every night and every morning. And certainly if you have some immunity issues or you really want to build up your immunity, adding several drops in an empty gelatin capsule for added immunity is definitely a way to go. I love the taste of this oil, and so I don't mind putting a few drops into my water and just drinking it. So that's the way I do it, but if you've got some, I guess if you're not as courageous as me, putting it into a gelatin gel cap will certainly be the best course of action for you. And what I also love about Onguard is that they don't just have the oil, they have various other products that I've used a few of them too as well, but that you'll find, like I said, it's got so many uses, and doTERRA has put together a great line of Onguard products. So I use the toothpaste you'll see on your left. I love it. It's got clove and cinnamon. Well, the oil has clove and cinnamon in it, which I love the flavor of it in their natural whitening toothpaste. You'll also find they have a hand soap and sort of washing detergent. They have lozenges and antibacterial type products for you, and you'll see on the right hand side is the classic doTERRA diffuser, and like I said, this is a perfect oil to be using and diffusing if you have somebody, a little one who's sick in the home, and you really want to kill those airborne pathogens and viruses, or potentially those viruses that could be carried on to other members of your family. And so the next one we're going to go on to is the Deep Blue blend of oil, and as well as their Deep Blue rub. And this is known for its muscle and joint support. So if you're an athlete or you just have some inflammation and some joint issues, you can apply this directly to tired and aching joints. You can rub on muscles before and after exercise to reduce discomfort. And you can use with a carrier oil for a therapeutic deep tissue massage. So this is probably one of the rare, I guess, just one of the blends that actually has more therapeutic uses to it. So you can't internally utilize this oil or diffuse it. It is primarily there for its therapeutic properties to it. I actually have both of these. I use the Deep Blue rub in the cream and in the oil. The rub is a little less intense in comparison to the oil for obvious reasons. So, and then we're going to move on to something that is 100% the most unique product, I believe, with the doTERRA company, which is their supplements, and they do have a wide range of supplements, but doTERRA's #1 selling product is their Lifelong Vitality Supplement Program. It's a 3-step program, and it supports energy production, healthy brain production, reduces inflammation and pain. There's a multivitamin that has 22 essential vitamins and minerals, and helps to support healthy digestion and cardiovascular health. So they have there's 3 different products. One is your typical multivitamin, which includes some of the essential oils too as well. You have a supplement that is your omega fatty acid support, and it's actually also available in a vegan supplement too as well. So you can, if anyone who is a 100% plant-based vegan, there is that option for you too as well. And then we have the antioxidant forward supplement plan too as well. So you get all 3 of those, and it's an amazing package. And the reason why I love it so much too as well is that there's a instant 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't have less pain and more energy, doTERRA will reimburse you 100% of the cost of the Lifelong Vitality. They stand by it so much that this is the only product that they have that provides that 100% money-back guarantee after 30 days. So to me, that's an amazing plug for a supplement plan. So you definitely do want to consider including this into your wellness regime. So I wanted to show you this medicine cabinet. On the left-hand side, you're going to see what a typical North American medicine cabinet would look like. If you look actually at my medicine cabinet, you are not going to see one piece of over-the-counter or prescription medicine in it at all. What you are going to see is more naturally based products, eco products, homeopathic products, and of course now you're going to see doTERRA supplements and doTERRA essential oils. But I wanted to show you the difference in cost. A typical North American medicine cabinet on the left, and the cost associated with that. And now, as a health guru that you are all invested in becoming, look at the cost of that medicine cabinet in comparison. And let's remember what we learned in the beginning of the webinar, which was, the toxicity and the known and unknown reactions that you would get with, over-the-counter and prescription medicine. So I want to show you that it is all, doTERRA essential oils and, their line of products are really reasonable in terms of cost, because quite frankly, a little goes a long way. You're not using half of a bottle of essential oils to, deal with, your arthritis pain. It can be so much economical for the modern family. So I just wanted to show that to you and just sort of compare the difference between the two, and show you that it definitely is achievable and will be, of course, in the long run, so beneficial for your family. Now, there are two ways that you can get doTERRA into your own home and to start recreating your medicine cabinet or recreating your healthcare program. And the first way is through retail. So that is, you're going to be paying full retail price. And so there aren't any discounts, and you wouldn't be entitled to participating in the loyalty rewards program. I recommend this way for somebody who really just wants to try one oil. One oil sounds interesting to them, and they know that they're going to use it, but probably will only make a purchase of between $50 and $100 a year. The second way is through the wholesale account. So this is the manner to which you can get deeper discounts. You're entitled to the loyalty rewards program, and you would be entitled to potentially the free product of the month if you do the loyalty rewards on a monthly basis. So I'm going to go through a little bit more as to the benefits of the actual program itself, so you can really just decide the best way to go about a purchase for you and your family. So with the wholesale account, the benefits are, of course, you get 25% off the retail prices, which I already indicated. And, you know, if you are part of the loyalty rewards program, you earn about 10 to 30% in products just from ordering on the LRP. Enrollment into this program or the wholesale account is $35, or if you buy a kit, which I'll go through a few of those kits shortly, the $35 is included in the kit purchase. There's special member-only promotions, and there's no minimum orders to have an active account. So really you're enjoying a wholesale membership with really no strings attached. So let's get into some of the benefits of purchasing a kit. And I've got 3 kits here on the page, and they are, I guess, 3 of my favorite. I actually started with the Home Essentials kit, which basically has all of the oils that I just talked about, as well as the oil called Past Tense. But what I can say is that I really should have went for the Natural Solutions kit, which is just on the top here. And the reason why is that I ended up, after I purchased the Home Essentials kit, I ended up buying the diffuser, I ended up getting the Onguard toothpaste, and I ended up buying the Lifelong Vitality supplement pack. So, and a couple other oils like the Wild Orange and things like that. So in my opinion, I mean, if you're really going to want to really get the full benefit of the oils, because you get the diffuser and you get the toothpaste, and we all know now that fluoride obviously is very toxic. You know, the Natural Solutions kit is really your best starter kit. However, if you know that you're going to be really going to dig into essential oils and utilizing it in all aspects of your home, whether that be into, you know, your eco beauty care, your eco cleaning products, you know, maybe that you want to share it with other people. The Every Oil kit is the best foundation to start off with. And all of those kits actually have the wholesale membership included into it. So that's a benefit in it itself. But the Every Oil kit, if you're certainly wanting to share with your friends and share with your family, or perhaps you want to, you know, start, you know, educating your community, whether that's your community of friends or your family or just your actual community that you live in, the Every Oil kit is certainly going to do that. So you can sort of play doctor in your own home. So that's definitely one of the best kits to get your hands on, to really dig into being your own health guru and making some significant and impactful changes into your life. So for anyone that enrolls, or I should say purchases an enrollment kit like the 3 that we just went through, for today only, we are going to be offering the Essential Oil Internship. It's a 6-week online program that teaches you how to utilize essential oils into your life. So the actual course is valued at $400, but if you purchase any of those 3 kits that I just explained to you just a few minutes or a few moments ago, I'm going to throw in the essential oil internship, because I can understand, especially if you're going to purchase any of those kits, all of those oils can certainly be overwhelming. It's exciting at the same time, but it's like, well, how do I use Melaleuca, or how do I get to, utilize any of those oils to deal with, some of the, issues that you may be struggling with individually, or maybe a family member or a friend in your circle. So the essential oil internship is definitely going to teach you all of those aspects. So again, for today only, and for the purpose of this webinar, I am going to be giving the essential oil internship for natural health free for anyone that enrolls with any of those 3 kits that I just proposed to you. So, I just want to take it all back to when we first started this webinar, and remind you that it's so empowering to become your own health guru. And, what's working on, what's, I guess, really the most important thing is to work on what's happening on the inside first, right? So, I have struggled, so much with some of my own health issues over the years, and, taking ownership and researching and becoming my own health guru has made significant and impactful changes in my life. And doTERRA essential oils has definitely played a huge part in that aspect of my total health package. So I'm going to leave today's webinar and invite you to reach out to me in really the best way that you feel you'd like to keep in touch with me. You certainly can give me a call. I've left my number here on the top of the page here, but certainly email me too as well at eatlifebalance@gmail.com. If you want to know more about the packages and the ways that you can purchase doTERRA essential oils, learn about my favorite oils, you can just go to eatlifebalance.com/essential oils. You can email me and ask me to join my Facebook group. So if you're still not sure if you want to purchase today, or if you decide you want to purchase today, you're going to find a lot of people on my Facebook group that are engaging in discussions about essential oils and supplements and doTERRA and so on. As well, you could find me on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter. I'd love to hear from you, and I'm here to help you. So please, by all means, use any of those measures to get in touch with me and to learn more about doTERRA and its vast array of products and how you can really recreate your healthcare.